Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my short stories. This one is called On a Funeral. I wasn't close with Cousin Vera. Actually, I'm not close with anyone. Partly it's because I don't wear well. I make a decent first impression, but slowly my intensity, my know-it-all certitude, in my mind it's justified, leans people away from me. Conversely, my judgmentalness makes me decide that virtually everyone deserves what today would be called a swipe left. But when Vera died, I was tempted to go to the funeral. After all, it was convenient, just a half-hour drive, and it was direct to grave, no funeral home hoo-ha. Besides, maybe it would give me something to write about. I scribble short stories. No, don't think I'm an author. That implies that lots of people read my stuff, even await my next nocturnal emission. Yeah, like most writers, I need a day job, even to afford the rent. On the other hand, I hate death. Actually, it's dying, the painful dying that I suppress, and funerals make that impossible. Maybe I shouldn't go to the funeral. But I was bored and desperate for something to write. Writing is among the few things that distract me from my anger at where the world is headed, its rejection of me, so I went. I pulled up at St. Cecilia's of the Holy Sepulchre Cemetery to see 3 hearses. I guess Sunday is a busy burial day. I followed the politely understated black and white Garamond 16 signs to the Valley of the Peace 2 section, row 34, site 16. A bunch of penguins, I can't help it, that's what I saw them as, stood penguining around the thankfully closed casket. One penguin did stand out. Despite her look-alike fit-right-in black suit with a small gold circle pin to break the monolith, she had the rare look I love, attractive without trying too hard, little makeup, simple shoulder-length hair that she allowed to go salt and pepper, slender but not what Tom Wolfe called a ghost, or was it a wraith? Even as the priest said his empty words of praise to Vera, to God, to Jesus, and his gentle prods for all of us to buck up, I found myself thinking about asking her out for coffee. Of course, she could have been married, gay, happily solo, or find me to be, while at first attractive, but soon a mosquito to be brushed away. I could no longer be thus distracted when the priest finally shut up and the poor gravediggers lowered Cousin Vera into her final stop. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but during all that, I spent only a moment thinking of poor Vera, and mostly thinking of me, my too ordinary, too solo life, my hourglass's sands dropping, seemingly accelerating, and trying to figure out what the hell to say to this stranger as we're plodding back to our cars. So, how'd you know Vera? Maybe. Touching ceremony? Nah, that's bullshit. She would know it's bullshit. I decided to, just as we plodded back to our cars, walk alongside her and see if I get an inspiration. We passed row 34, silence. We left Valley of Peace 2, silence. Back at the parking lot, still silence. I just couldn't make myself ask even that, so how'd you know Vera? She actually turned toward me for a moment, but reflexively I looked away. She then did the same and strode to her car. Maybe I can write about this. In any event, that story is called On a Funeral. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, as well as check out any of my books of short stories. There's a pair of companion volumes, Light and Dark. Light's about the lighter side of life, and dark is about the darker side, and Soloists, stories about introverts and outsiders facing a dilemma. And they're available on Amazon. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.